Yeah, sure.
What time you got, Scott?
It's time to.
Oh, it's time?
Like 4 or 5.
Okay, we're ready to begin this meeting. I would like to welcome everyone here today and our viewing audience to the January 9th, 2020 meeting of the City of Davenport Zoning Board of Adjustment. Your participation in city government is appreciated and welcome. If you have a mobile device, please turn it off as it may interfere with the room's electronics. My name is Jim Reisdorfer, Chairman. To my far left is Tom Quinn, Member. To my immediate left is Lynn Cochran, Board Member. And to my right is Carrie Strahill, present today. And staff, Scott Coops and Attorney Mallory Hoyt. The Zoning Board of Adjustment is a 5-member judiciary board established by the state law. We are appointed by the mayor and confirmed by the city council to serve without compensation for a 5-year term. The board meets twice a month to hear appeals involving hardships from strict application of the current zoning laws. We also grant special use and rule on administrative appeals. Okay. Are there any corrections to the last meeting? Any?
I make a motion to approve the meetings from the last meeting.
Do I have a second?
I'll second, I wasn't here.
Okay. Do we go voicemail? Vote?
Yeah, both votes fine.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none, it's approved. Old business, I guess here we do have some old business here. And is the applicant here, which you are, right? Okay. Request HV 19-21 of Tim, and if I pronounce the last name wrong, I'm sorry, Schaefer?
Schaefer.
Okay. DBA Dale Service Center at 3816 West Locust Street, Davenport, Iowa, for a hardship variance to waiver curbing requirements along the north and west perimeter of the building lot and to reduce the width of a buffer yard from 15 to 7.5 feet along the east property line, section 17.11.080.A.2 and 17.10.030.E require parking lots to be designated for the curbing and buffer yards when abutting landscaping, walkways or structures in residential districts respectively. Okay. Applicants here, staff?
Scott Copes, Community Planning. This request is a little unique because the applicant has future plans for parking to the north and to the west of this lot in the future. And because of that, staff is willing to forgo curbing along those two property lines. And the narrowness of the lot has precluded a full 15-foot buffer from this property to the east, and so they've reduced it down to 7.5. They still have room for their necessary landscaping. And the other dwelling, or the other property, is quite a ways away from this east property line as well. If it gets developed in the future, it would most likely be commercial, because that would be the last remaining residential lot on that block face. Staff, on our PowerPoint, which is now a handout, it shows the lot on the first page. Then we have the zoning map, which shows the zoning of the petitioner's property on the corner, the one to the north, this subject property here, but also a property in between there which he does not own but wishes to purchase, and that is also zoned C2 as well. The corner, there's a C3 property, and then you have Casey's after further east of that. Across the street, there's commercial as well. And then this last, or second to last page here, it has the proposed parking lot. And it shows you what we're talking about.
Show them the papers.
Yeah, I should have numbered them, I think. 1, 2, 3, it's the 4th page.
The black and white there.
Yeah, this one. So that has the curbs line labeled on it. It has the reduced buffer yard on the east there as well. And when we do our analysis, given you the potential for future build out these second phases, staff has recommended in favor of the proposed request. And there's been no comments either for or against at this time.
Does any of the members have any questions for staff?
You say barrier curb, Scott, you're just talking about a normal
Just a
4-inch
regular
tall,
curb.
6-inch tall street curb?
Not even 4 inch, just a regular, or maybe there are 4 inch, but just a regular curb, yeah.
Because a lot of times that is used for diverting stormwater, one way or the other. Is that, has
Right.
staff
Our-
reviewed
So our
that?
ordinance allows for breaks in the curb for stormwater.
Uh-huh.
So there will be a curb on the east property line, and it'll have some breaks to allow for stormwater to go that direction.
So you're not concerned with stormwater being diverted
Not
onto
at
the
this
adjacent
time, no.
property to the
There'll be,
west?
because it has, I think it has the ability to, when they finish the other lots, if they need to, they have the ability to drain in other directions than just to the east.
Any other? Tom? No. Yeah, Scott, I got a question. Is this building gonna stay?
The one in between,
Oh, the one,
so you got the Dale Service Center on the corner, yeah,
Yeah.
that's staying there.
well, of course, you're aware that Locust Street is a very busy street. Is there gonna be cars parked here?
Well, see, this parking will eliminate, not eliminate, but it will diminish the amount of traffic coming in and out of that small area there. The parking lot he's got now, you're able to pull out onto Locust rather than to drive out onto, or back up onto Locust Street. So that would be one advantage to having this parking lot built.
Okay. And where's the parking lot gonna be?
The second page shows the lots in blue. So you'll see the blue rectangle around the lot.
Yeah,
That's where the parking lot's going to go.
okay.
It's one property in between the corner and lot.
Right, and this
that
is
lot.
his, right here.
Right.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
So the condition is within 7 years or when that lot becomes available for further development, that's when
Right.
curbing has to be installed.
Right, whatever comes first, yeah.
Okay.
So why do it 7 years from now, not right now, I guess?
Um,
What's the,
We're okay with temporarily not having curbing on the north and the west because we don't want him to have needless expense, rip out
Right.
that curbing and put in new when he expands his lot. We just don't think that's a fair burden for them to have. And so we're comfortable with having something in the future so that if he never gets that lot, if he changes his plans, then we would just put the curbing in at that time.
and how is that revisited 7 years from now? I mean,
It
is
would be
there-
just a calendar that we'd put on our.
So you put it on a calendar and
Yeah.
it kind of pops up as a reminder or something, okay. Thank you.
Applicant, you wanna give us your name, present your case, and,
My name's Tim Schaefer. I'm the owner of Dale's. It's been a family business. We've been there for 42 years, I believe, since October. Most of our parking has always been on street on Zenith, on the side street that's perpendicular to Locust. And this is to alleviate the on-street parking that we once had to park into that lot. And then parking into that lot also makes it easier to enter my building from the same one way, I guess, going into that building, especially if we have to push a car in or if we have a tow truck bringing a car in. It's a lot safer, a lot easier to maneuver a car rather than crossing 2 lanes of traffic and then back in 2 lanes of traffic. So the idea was to build the parking lot. I also purchased the house directly to the north behind my building, and for hopefully future expansion, I had an opportunity to purchase the house directly to the east of the building, and then the guy changed his mind at the last minute, and so he's kind of flaky and doesn't necessarily want to So, or I don't know, I've been kind of going back and forth with them. But the idea is to expand upon the parking lot, create better access and safer access in the long term.
Okay. Any commissioners would like to ask the applicant?
I don't have any questions.
I don't either. I think
Yeah.
it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary?
Nope.
Okay. Well, does anyone in the audience speak in favor of this request? Seeing none. Any opposed to this request? Seeing none? Applicant, do you got any final comments? Okay. Board discussion? Seeing none? Okay. Staff, let's call for the vote, or somebody's asked to make a motion. I'm sorry.
Would move to approve.
Need a second?
Second.
Is this a voice
Yeah,
vote?
so I'll take roll call.
Okay,
Cochran,
Yes.
Quinn,
Yes.
Strayhall,
Yes.
and Rystrom.
yes.
And that includes the condition that you've outlined in the
Right.
recommendation, correct? So he'll have 7 years to install the curbing or the alternate.
Okay. Well, thank you. Your
Sure.
motion,
Thank
or
you.
your applicant's been approved.
Great, thank you.
Okay. Sorry for the delay.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I will email the building department, so I don't know if you submitted anything yet at this time, but they'll know for when you do submit your paperwork for the permit.
Okay,
Yep.
great, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you.
evening.
Have a good
Yeah.
night.
Well, with no other business, I call for a motion to adjourn.
I so move.
Huh?
Second.
I move
You move?
that we adjourn.
Okay. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're adjourned.
So, yeah, next month we will be back in council chambers.
Okay.